Ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? What if that tiny moment is actually a flashing red light for something much bigger? We all misplace our keys or forget a name now and then. It's a common joke, isn't it, about senior moments? But there's one particular change in how our memory works, especially after 50, that most people dismiss as just getting older, and it's something you absolutely need to pay attention to. Because ignoring it could mean missing a critical chance to protect your brain and, more importantly, your future. Now, before we dive deep, let's clear up a common misunderstanding. Not all memory slips are a sign of trouble. As we get older, our brains naturally change. It might take a little longer to recall a name, or you might need to write down appointments more often. Think of your brain like a vast, well-used library. With age, it just takes a bit more time to find a specific book on the shelf. The information is still there. You just need a moment longer to retrieve it. Maybe you walk into the kitchen for a spice, get distracted by the mail on the counter, and completely forget what you came in for until you walk back out. That's usually normal. Or you struggle to find the right word in a conversation, only for it to pop into your head an hour later. These are often just minor speed bumps on the road of life, not roadblocks. They can be frustrating, for sure, but they usually don't mean something serious is wrong. But what if those little slips start feeling different? What if they become more frequent, more confusing, and start impacting tasks you've done thousands of times without a second thought? This is where we need to pay close attention. Many people, maybe even you, have felt this quiet unease, this subtle shift that makes you pause and wonder, is this just me being tired, or is it something else? You might try to brush it off, make a joke, or even hide it from your loved ones because, let's be honest, the thought of serious memory problems can be scary. And that's exactly why this specific early warning sign often gets overlooked, dismissed as harmless aging. So, let's talk about the one symptom that stands out, the one that should really make you take notice. It's not just forgetting where you put your car keys. It's persistent difficulty handling everyday tasks that used to be second nature. Let that sink in for a moment. Think about the things you do every single day, almost on autopilot. Preparing your favorite meal, managing your household budget, driving to the grocery store, playing a card game you've enjoyed for years, or even operating your television remote. Imagine this scenario. You're in the kitchen, about to make your signature spaghetti sauce. You've made it hundreds of times. You know the recipe by heart. But today, you find yourself staring at the ingredients, feeling a blank. You can't quite remember the next step, or which spices go in when, or even how to turn on the stove properly. It's not just a momentary lapse, it's a genuine struggle to sequence the actions, to follow through on a task that once required no conscious effort. Or perhaps you sit down to pay your bills, something you've managed competently for decades. Suddenly, the process feels overwhelming. You stare at the numbers, struggling to calculate the totals. Or you forget which bill needs to be paid first, or how to even use your online banking system, which you used just last month. There's a profound sense of confusion, a feeling of, why can't I do this anymore, that goes beyond simply being a little forgetful. It's a noticeable dip in your ability to plan, organize, and complete familiar activities. Another common way this sign manifests is getting lost in familiar places. You might be driving to a friend's house, a route you've taken countless times, and suddenly you feel disoriented. You miss a turn, or you find yourself wondering where you are, even for a moment, on a street you've known your entire life. It's not that you were distracted by your phone. It's a genuine struggle with spatial awareness and navigation in a familiar environment. What makes this symptom so significant and so concerning is that it goes beyond simple memory recall. It points to issues with what experts call executive functions, the brain's ability to plan, problem solve, sequence steps, and make good judgments. When these functions start to falter, even seemingly simple tasks become monumental challenges. You might find yourself making poor financial decisions or having trouble keeping up with conversations, not because you can't hear, but because you're struggling to follow the thread of the discussion and respond appropriately. Many people who experience this often try to compensate. They might avoid certain tasks, ask family members to help more, or simply withdraw from activities they once loved. They might attribute it to too much on their plate, or simply being too old. But consistently struggling with these once easy, everyday tasks is a flashing yellow light that shouldn't be ignored. It's your brain signaling that something might be changing beyond normal aging. Now, this isn't about immediate panic. It's about being informed and empowered. Recognizing this sign in yourself or a loved one isn't a diagnosis, but it is a vital prompt for action. Early detection of any cognitive change, whether it turns out to be related to diet, stress, medication side effects, or something more serious, opens up a world of possibilities. It means you can work with your doctor to explore the underlying causes. It could lead to simple lifestyle adjustments, changes in medication, or, if necessary, early interventions that can significantly impact the progression and management of conditions like Alzheimer's or other dementias. Remember, while there might not be a cure for some conditions, managing symptoms, improving quality of life, and even slowing progression are often very real possibilities, especially when caught early. The key message here is awareness. If you find yourself consistently struggling with tasks that were once second nature, or if a loved one seems to be exhibiting these signs, don't just brush it off as aging. It's a very real change in brain function that deserves attention. Taking action early is your best defense. If you've recognized any of these signs and want to know more about what you can do to protect your brain, click right here for our next video on simple, effective ways to boost your brain health.